Testing, hello, testing. Hello Pokemon trainers, welcome back to another episode of iStarly TV. Once again, I'm your host Scarecrow, and I'm doing another battle video today. This time I'm doing Pokebattle, which is the simulator that I showed you maybe a month or so ago. It's relatively new, and it's really different. I explained it in the other video, I'll post a link there. So I made a new team, and it's really, as you can see here, it's kind of gimmicky. It has Murkrow with Eviolite and Prankster. It has Aegislash, which is pretty standard Aegislash with weakness policy. It has Belly Drum Azumarill, Bulky Rotom, and then it has Mega Bannet, which is something that I've been wanting to try out. And it has Bulky Scizor. So, you know, we'll see how this battle goes, or how this goes. This is a live one, as you can tell. And, yeah. Alright, so they have Blaziken. Normally I'd be afraid of that, but I have two things that are Pranksters. Well, mainly Murkrow. Murkrow's going to be my saving grace against Blaziken. I never thought I'd hear myself say that. Because I do have Thunder Wave, which is going to be a priority Thunder Wave because of Prankster, so I'll be able to paralyze it quickly. Although it's probably still going to get a lot of damage off with Flare Blitz or High Jump Kick, so I'm gonna want to prevent it from setting up. They do have Donphan, which is also problematic. I think I'm just going to lead with Mega Bannet here, because I do have Protect, and I can pretty much scout what my opponent's going to want to do. And they do go for they do go out to Donphan, which is actually fine, because that means I can just Mega Evolve in Will-O-Wisp, knowing that Donphan cannot threaten Bannet. Normally what I like to do with this set is Mega Evolve and then Protect, and then they use a move that would be good against Bannet, and then I have priority Disable, and I can just disable it right away. So that's pretty awesome. I like doing that. So I do burn their Donphan, that's good. I'm just going to go for Will-O-Wisp again just to see what they're going to want to do. They do go into Greninja here, so I'm going to be able to Protect, and then I'm going to, like I said, just go for the Disable just to see what they're going to want to do. They might have Spikes or Toxic Spikes on this Greninja, and they actually just have Dark Pulse. So once again, I'm just going to be able to go for the Disable, and that's just going to be great because I'm pretty much shutting them down pretty early in the match, but they'll probably go for maybe Surf, maybe Hydro Pump, maybe Ice Beam now, so I think I'm pretty safe to go into Rotom at this point, but they make a great play there and go into Chansey, so I'm just going to Volt Switch out into Scizor, knowing that if they Toxic, I can take it. They do just go for the Wish, though, probably trying to pass that to Greninja, so what I'm just going to do here is just knock off whatever comes in, and I do knock off Flareon's Toxic Orb. However, I'm going to have to switch here, obviously, because of the fact that, I mean, it's Flareon. So, Rotom's a pretty good switch into Flareon. Again, I never thought I'd hear myself say that, because no one ever uses Flareon anymore. And they're just going to go back into Chansey, which is very annoying. I think if I can kill this Chansey, then I can have a really good chance of beating this team. So, what I'm going to do here, excuse me, what I'm going to do here is just Defog. I think I would benefit from just going for Knockoff again, but there's a chance they could just go right back into their Flareon. So here, I mean, this could have Hidden Power Fire. I'm just going to go for the knockoff here just to scout what they're going to want to do. I do knock off their Life Orb, and they do have Surf. So I do a lot of damage to them, and they are Water type right now. I'm very tempted to just go for the Bullet Punch here, although I'm not very confident it'll kill because I don't have any attack investment. So I'm just going to go into Rotom. I feel comfortable going to Rotom at this point, knowing that rocks are out of the way. So here I'm just going to Volt Switch, predicting them to go back into Chansey. That's exactly what happens. So that's a pretty good play on my part. I'm confident here. I think I'm just going to go into Azumarill. Azumarill actually beats everything they have. And looking at their team, I might be able to get a sweep going by going for Belly Drum here. So this is a big risk, but I'm going to do that. They do go for the Thunder Wave, so that's going to hinder my sweep definitely, because I have the chance to get fully paralyzed. And that Aqua Jet doesn't even kill the Chansey there, so as you're going to see, yeah, that's crazy right there. They do have Protect, which is kind of not a surprise. And they're just going to go for Wish again. Here I'm just going to go for the Play Rough, because Play Rough is a very powerful move. And they just go for the Seismic Toss there. That's pretty frustrating. I'm just going to go for Play Rough again. And I miss. Wouldn't you know it? Okay. Yeah, that's very, very annoying. So basically, I had the chance to sweep here, but I lost it. No, not necessarily. I haven't lost it quite yet. Basically, if I don't get fully paralyzed here, I can pretty much kill anything that my opponent sends in, except maybe Clefable, just because I know Clefable's very bulky, but I'm going to be able to put a pretty big dent in that Clefable, and then switch in Scizor and threaten it with the Bullet Punch. I am just going to go for the Bullet Punch just for the kill, because Clefable's a good Pokemon, you know, it's definitely going to do well against my team. But here they go into Blaziken, and basically I don't know what to do against this thing. They very well could be Mega Blaziken here, and if that's the case, then I am in big trouble. So I'm just gonna go into Rotom here. They do go for the Sword Stance. They are in fact Mega Blaziken, but I do go for Protect as they go for High Jump Kick, so that was kind of a bad play on their part. And they have Knockoff. Okay, wow, I just beat a Mega Blaziken. Okay, that is a feat. That is definitely an accomplishment. I know Grass Knot doesn't do that much against Rotom, but I'm probably still gonna die, and they do kill me off with the Dark Pulse. And yeah, they're just gonna forfeit there, so that was a crazy match. I actually defeated a Mega Blaziken. First thoughts on this team, like, I don't feel like this team has a lot of power. I don't feel like it has a lot of cohesiveness. What it does have is just kind of a lot of fun Pokemon that I've been wanting to use lately. So, I mean, I was able to pull out a win on the first match, so it wasn't an extremely superb match, but it was fun. It was unique, and yeah, we're going to try another one here, see how that goes, because that one was relatively quick. We'll maybe do 2 or 3 battles here just to kind of get a feel for this team. Alright, so this team, my opponent's team here, is looking pretty strong as well. They do have Ariados, which is obviously a very bad Pokemon, but it got a little bit better. I mean, it's not anywhere near like UU or OU right now, but I mean, it has Sticky Web now. It has Sucker Punch. I mean, I think it got a slight attack boost. But anyways, I think here I'm just going to lead with Banette once again. I don't see the problem there, just so I can scout, Mega Evolve, and Protect. And otherwise, I mean, Mega Kangaskhan is going to be a threat, but I have some pranksters. I have some pranksters and some ghost types that are going to help me out quite a bit against Kangaskhan. I think Mega Banette is going to be pretty good against Mega Kangaskhan here, so they do indeed lead with their Ariados. And I think I'm just going to Mega Evolve and Will-O-Wisp here, knowing that Ariados is not very strong. So it's not going to be able to threaten me that much. And then what I'm going to do is just go into Scizor here and be able to threaten with the Defog, just to get that Sticky Web out of the way. And they're just going to go for the Sucker Punch there. Let's see. I'm just going to check what item they had. They had... Oh, you can't tell. They might have had Focus Sash. So, just going to go for the Bullet Punch here because it'll do more. And they go for the Shadow Sneak, and yeah, basically I'm going to be able to kill this Ariados without it setting up entry hazards. However, now they get a free switch into one of their Pokemon, and all 5 of their remaining Pokemon are very powerful, so that's something that I have to be aware of. I am actually confident that I can take a hit from Raikou though, unless it's Choice Specs or something, but I actually have max HP and max special defense, so I take that Charge Beam very well, and I'm able to knock off their leftovers. However, they did get the +1 attack boost, so they are going to be hitting for a lot of damage now. And they get the second one. Let's see, I don't really have a good switch into Charge Beam. Do I absolutely need Scizor? Scizor would be nice because he can really threaten Alakazam, and just being able to knock off any of the Pokemon's items is pretty good as well. What Pokemon don't I need here? Rotom would be a decent switch into Dragonite or Kangaskhan. I like Murkrow because of the priority Thunder Wave and Perish Song in case they start setting up. Aegislash here is also pretty good. I think I just stay in here, you know. And they're just going to Volt Switch out, which is actually pretty good because that means I get to knock off the item of whatever comes in, unless it's Kangaskhan, since it'll probably be Mega Kangaskhan, and you cannot knock off Mega Pokemon's items. You cannot knock off Mega Stones. So that would be upsetting. And luckily they send in their Dragonite, so I break their multi-scale and knock off their leftovers, which is actually just great for me. And I'm just going to go for the Bullet Punch just to get some extra damage. They're actually starting to get greedy here, and but they do have extreme speed, okay. But now I can go into Mega Banette and just go for the Will-O-Wisp, and I can disable any problematic move they might go for. So if they go for like Dragon Claw right now, then I can disable it, and then they probably won't have anything to hit me, although I don't know what their 4th move would be. So they have Dragon Dance, they have Extreme Speed. I'm guessing, I mean, they definitely have some kind of Dragon Stab. They have Outrage, okay. I wonder what happens if I disable that. But I'm just going to Protect here. and they do get confused, which is awesome. And I'm just going to disable it here and see if it cancels it out, and it does. Awesome. So that's going to be able to kill her Dragonite, and that's just beautiful right there. Yeah, Mega Bandit is pretty cool. Now they're going to Alakazam. I am actually max HP and max special defense. I know I'm running a lot of weird EVs on this team, and let's see, Murkrow probably can't take a hit from Zam. Do I absolutely need Bandit? I would like to use Bandit against their Kangaskhan. So I'm just going to go into Rotom here, because I did say Rotom would be a good switch into Dragonite. And now that Dragonite's out of the way, you know, that's not too much of a problem. And they, unfortunately, they do actually get the special defense drop. But what I'm going to do here is just go into Murkrow and just paralyze it right away. Hopefully Murkrow does not die in the next 2 turns, just so I can use it to threaten the rest of my opponent's team, especially Volcarona. I think Murkrow's going to be decent against Volcarona, but they actually go for Psychic here, sorry about that, which is actually great, because that means I'm going to be able to paralyze them, and they actually have Thunder Wave as well, which is kind of strange, but, and they're just going to go for the Charge Beam. That's kind of strange, too. I might be losing Murkrow here. Actually, no, not necessarily. And they get a critical hit, of course they do. Yeah, that's pretty annoying. Okay, gonna go into my Aegislash here. I'm hoping they do not have Focus Sash. It's likely they do. That's making me tempted to just go for the Iron Head, but I'm brave, so I might even still be slower. And I do go for the Shadow Ball. I do kill. That is just excellent all around. And now they're gonna go into Raikou, which is kind of weird because see, I'm just gonna King Shield here just to go into my Shield form, and then I'm gonna Shadow Ball, knowing that they're gonna attack first, and I'll still be in my Shield form so I can take it, and that's gonna be a great play on my part, I'd say. So now they go into Volcarona. At this point, Aegislash would be good against Kangaskhan. Basically I need to burn Kangaskhan. If I can burn Kangaskhan, then I'm in a great spot, and these 2 Pokemon, Rotom and Bandit, are going to be able to burn it. And if I switch out against Volcarona right now, I am giving him a good amount of initiative, so I'm just going to go for the Shadow Sneak here. He's probably, yeah, I figured he would think I would want to go for the King Shield, and he would go for the Quiver Dance there, predicting the King Shield, so that was pretty good for me as well. And basically, I don't care if I kill this Volcarona this turn, but basically what I want is for it to be weakened enough so that when I do bring in Azumarill, I know that I can definitely kill with the Aqua Jet. So that's going to be the case. And now they are going to go into Kangaskhan. Probably going to Mega Evolve right away. I'm just going to go for the Waterfall here. They do go for that Fake Out. Let's see. Yeah, this is a tough one here. Go for the Waterfall. I don't know if that was the right play, but here I'm going to go for the Aqua Jet just to get more damage on this thing. Basically, like I said, once I go into Bandit, I'll be able to burn it with Will-O-Wisp, and then, okay, yeah, that's not very good. Okay. Yeah. Basically, at this point, I kind of need Azumarill to die, just so I can go into Bandit for free and go for the Will-O-Wisp there, and of course I miss, but there I get it off, which is awesome. I'm just going to Pain Split here to get a little more recovery, because I know that Mega Kangaskhan has a lot of bulk, and now I can just spam Protect, because they are going for Sucker Punch, and I don't have any moves that deal damage anyway, so their Sucker Punch is always going to miss, and this is going to be pretty much my game at this point, because I don't think they have anything that can hit Bandit. So Mega Bandit actually wins me another game, so that's pretty awesome. Yeah, I'm going to leave it there. I think these were 2 pretty interesting battles. I like using Pokebattle just because, as you can see here, you see a lot of things that you don't see in Smogon, like Ariados, Raikou, you know. You see things, and even Mega Kangaskhan, since Mega Kangaskhan's banned. So, yeah, I hope you enjoyed. I'm going to leave a link to one of my past videos if you want to get Pokemon X and Y for free. But, yeah, thanks for watching.